Welcome back, everybody, to TB Sports 27, Part 2 of Monday Night Raw, Week 3 of November. And we are kicking off Part 2, Hour 2 of Monday Night Raw with Evolve, Austin Theory, Johnny Gargano going up against the team of Omos and Apollo Crews. Thank you guys for tuning in. There's all our social medias. We encourage you guys to follow along and support TB Sports 27 in all our endeavors. We would love to make this a full-time thing, a full-time gig, but it's up to you guys to help us out if you want to see us stream more, if you want to see us stream more often, if you want to, I don't know, just make this more full-time. We can do that with your support. We appreciate you guys. So here's Evolve, the new look, Evolve. United States Champion Austin Theory. He's got a matchup with Batista coming up at Main Event. And these guys set for action here against Omos and Mr. Apollo Crews. And we've heard, the Judgment Day still need a 6-member for Mr. McMahon's Tournament from Hell. And we've often heard Omos' name thrown around as he has been pretty dominant here in WWE as of late, and including getting a couple of championship opportunities. And we apparently have, Omos has said, no, I want to stick with Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews is my guy, and they're going to be the team here. So it's kind of interesting. He's had a number of opportunities, Omos, for not only the Undisputed Championship, but the U.S. Championship, has not been able to cash in on it. But maybe a Tag Team Championship run could be in their future. Speaking of the Tag Team Championships, hour number 2 of Monday Night Raw will cap off with the Usos defending the WWE Tag Team Championships against Undisputed Champion Edge and Rey Mysterio of the Judgment Day. So here we go. Evolve going up against Omos and Apollo Crews. Give us a tag team name. What's a good tag team name for Crews and Omos? I know that Omos kind of goes by the Nigerian Nightmare. Maybe they could be the Nightmares. Right now, U.S. Champion Austin Theory just going to work on Apollo Crews. Crews coming in, just knocking down Theory. Theory goes right down. Gargano, he's small next to big Omos there, but he has a victory over Brock Lesnar, much like Austin Theory does. So don't overlook either of these guys, especially being in the ring with someone the size of an Omos. What do you guys think about the new look, the new Evolve? You guys can check out in the archives our episode where we built with our fellow chatters in the stream. They helped build those various rosters with us. Look at this. Ooh, and Gargano tossed to the floor by Omos. Apollo Crews coming in. Fists of Fury. Big boot by Austin Theory. Fury. What's he got here? Oh, is he setting up? Oh, I thought he was setting up for a little A-Town down pretty early on here. Look at this. Look at Theory. Oh my God, was that an awful waffle? I think he busted him open though. Into the cover. Referee had a hard time in the last tag match getting the cover down. Meanwhile, Gargano, that might be the best strategy, as Gargano is trying to pull, well, he was trying to pull Omos up the rampway here and get him far away from the in-ring action, which I think is pretty sound strategy, but it did not quite work out there. Now Omos busted open. So this, this Evolve group here, led by Matt Riddle, they definitely got a different kind of attitude here. Bloodshed. This is not goofy old Matt Riddle that we saw before. This is a whole new deal with these guys. And you're seeing it in this. I mean, they're kind of dominating this matchup against two very tough foes in Omos and Apollo Crews. Now, I'm getting some news in my ear. Backstage, there were some happenings here. A 24/7 matchup broke down that involved from what I understand, Killshot and Prince Puma and Big Boss Man, from my understanding, Big Boss Man was able to retain that 24/7 championship. We got a match coming up at Main Event. It's right now scheduled to be Big Boss Man and Big E going up one-on-one for the 24/7 championship. That could all change if we get a title change before then. So be on the lookout as far as that goes. So Big Boss Man seems to always be in some kind of trouble there. Austin Theory, little Ushi-Garoshi action, and the Gargano escape onto Omos. Is Omos going to submit? Meanwhile, A-Town down to Apollo Crews. And that is going to do it as Evolve comes into this one and gets the win over two very tough opponents. Wow. That was a hard-hitting, hard-fought matchup there. Gargano able to lock in that Gargano escape. But in the end, it was Austin Theory right there with the A-Town down and getting the victory. So Theory and Gargano. Evolve continues their winning ways, and Austin Theory's next opponent coming up at Main Event. He goes one-on-one with the Animal Batista. And Evolve will take on Evolution in a Survivor Series elimination match. And a lot of that, the end results, as kind of Randy Orton, the attack that he suffered at the hands of his former buddy, Matt Riddle. And, of course, Triple H, Ric Flair, Batista saying, hey, they don't play with that. I want to come out and do some damage. All right, up next, we got Shayna Baszler, your WWE Women's Champion, in, I guess you'd say a championship contenders matchup here, going up against Becky Lynch.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the
We haven't so much as had a definitive contender for a Shayna Baszler championship. She's remained pretty dominant. Of course, Ric Flair. Charlotte Flair is Miss Money in the Bank, but they're best friends. Charlotte and Shayna are good friends, so whether or not that cash-in will happen kind of remains to be seen in that one. Did you hear all those fan screeches here? My goodness. Trying to look here. What happened last time on Raw? Because we streamed about a month ago last time with WWE 2K. Maybe we can go through the results while this match is happening, because I did a simulation here. We did a 6-man tag where it looked like the Heyman Empire beat Retribution. Of course, we know the New Day, they beat the Dudes with Attitude. That kind of went there. Little losing streak continuing on. We had Devlin. He got beat by Austin Theory, right? Yes, he did. This was last time on Monday Night Raw. The Conspiracy got the win over AJ and Balor, and that's when Priest joined. Montez Ford beat Bobby Lashley. We had the tables match. That's right. We had the tables match with Bianca Belair and Asuka. Asuka's going to be in action later tonight against a young up-and-comer. And we had the Big E, Big Boss Man 24/7 brawl. And then your main event was Undertaker Edge against CM Punk and Kevin Owens. And that one, of course, won by the Judgment Day. And we actually had the Usos. I kind of forgot the Usos defended the tag team championships in a ladder match on Patreon. So this will be the Usos' second title defense in recent memory. CM Punk, of course, getting pinned by The Undertaker. And much like in real life with CM Punk, we're kind of starting to hear some rumblings between Kevin Owens, CM Punk, and maybe some, I know Paul Heyman trying to keep it kind of quiet, keep it to the vest, if you will. But there might be some rumblings going on in the Heyman Empire. I'll just leave it at that. So, Tag Team Championship match, the next defense for the Usos coming up here. But for now, it is going to be Shayna Baszler and Becky Lynch here in action. And you got to wonder, Survivor Series coming up, and what is Becky Lynch and Shayna Baszler, what are they both going to be looking at when the Survivor Series comes up? Because we know that there's most likely going to be some kind of women's tag team action with Retaliation and Reckoning going on there. So what's going to be in the mix for the rest of the division? But I would think, obviously, a win here for Becky Lynch would put her up in the contendership here with Shayna Baszler. So time will tell, and we'll wait and see. Or someone will have to remind me what happened on the other episode of Raw, because we can't look at past results. I used to write all these things down, which is how I'm able to do my Bray Wyatt Google Doc stream that I'm planning on doing. But maybe I should do that again, just to kind of remember all these matches from month to month. Jot them down. But either way, Shayna Baszler, though, looking like she's continuing her dominance here. Karafuda clutch locked into Becky Lynch. And Lynch, is she going to be able to... Oh, she is maybe going to be able to fight out of this one. Yes, she is. Becky Lynch fighting out of it with all she's got. Lynch has some life to her. Now I'm curious. I do kind of want to see what happened on that that last Monday Night Raw. Got to go into the Patreon archives to see. Let's see here. Where did that Raw take place? That episode set to drop on the wait, maybe it actually... Oh, that was almost a win right there. Becky Lynch nearly stealing one from Shayna Baszler. Oh, that's right. That's where we had the Nikki Cross, the champion versus champion match. That's right. And Shayna won that one, right? I believe she did. Well, it's going to be dropped on September 13th. So check it out if you haven't already. Now, this might be finishing blow here for Shayna Baszler. And my goodness, if Shayna's going to blow through the competition like this, right? Who are we going to find? Oh, look at this. Becky survives. Okay. So if Shayna blows through the competition, who's going to be able to take her on, right? I mean, who... If she eliminates everybody like this, who's going to be the number one contender? That was a pretty easy, dominant victory for Shayna Baszler, I would say. I mean, that one did not take long at all. So if that's going to be the case, who do you even find? Who do you find to be a contender to go up against Shayna Baszler? That was actually Becky Lynch defeated Asuka 2 weeks ago on Raw. So I guess you can say that earned her this opportunity. And then Shayna Baszler defeated Nikki Cross. And that's where we kind of saw Charlotte Flair playing the little mind games there. So there you go. So that kind of put a bow on that. So Becky with the win over Asuka, earning this opportunity. But it was all for naught. So now we head to our hour number 2 main event. The Judgment Day and the Usos. As Luna is joining us for part 2. Our official mascot of TV Sports 27. As my neighbors make as much noise as possible upstairs. So let's hear your predictions. Who you guys got? The Usos' second title defense in as many weeks here. Last week they had the ladder match against the Underground. Killshot and Prince Puma. And they got the victory in that one. Here tonight now, defending against undisputed champion Edge, Rey Mysterio, the Judgment Day. We already saw the Judgment Day's Damian Priest pick up a win earlier tonight in pretty dominant fashion. And then you're going to... Oh, Luna, don't hit the microphone, please. Come on down. In the main event, you're going to see Bobby Roode and The Undertaker team up. And who is that sixth member of the Judgment Day going to be? We've heard your predictions. Edge, once again, undisputed champion, and we know why. The controversial ending, and if you did not see it, which many of you did, because the viewership was very low, the viewership was quite terrible for Part 5 of Halloween Havoc, so we encourage all of you guys to go and check that out. Please check that out in the archives. Help get the viewership up, especially if you want to see more content and help this become a full-time thing. But Edge used a little bit of black magic, a little bit of voodoo magic, a little bit of cheating, if you will. Probably the most controversial ending to a match in WWE history, and we later found out it was because he used the Undertaker's powers, got the win, and here is the Judgment Day. Rey Mysterio, Edge, Undertaker, Damian Priest, Bobby Roode, and a sixth member to be named. And then the continued question mark is, as the king of the question marks comes down, is after the Survivor Series is over, and who stands tall, what groups remain? Just because somebody becomes boss at WWE doesn't mean these factions are going to disappear. It's going to be up to the new ownership to have to fight Retribution, to have to fight the Heyman Empire, to have to fight Judgment Day. Does the Judgment Day continue on, or is this a built thing for Edge to try to eliminate this problem? He had been on the front lines fighting the war against Retribution from the very beginning and lost the Intercontinental Championship, lost the Undisputed Championship. The Heyman Empire formed, and he said, I got to form my own group. I cannot allow this thing to stand. And now Edge, in one calendar year, he won the Intercontinental Championship. He won the Undisputed Championship. He's got an opportunity now to win the Tag Team Championships once again with Rey Mysterio. These are former Tag Team Champions before. You're seeing for the first time the new look Judgment Day Edge. And here we go. The main event of hour number 2 of Monday Night Raw. Judgment Day versus the Usos with the Tag Team Championships up for grabs. And the titles, I mean, they're kind of spread around right now. The Heyman Empire, of course, the Usos, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, and Kevin Owens. The Tag Team Championships reside in the Heyman Empire. You have the Intercontinental Championship that is with Kane and Retribution. And you have the Undisputed Championship, which is with Edge right now. Of course, the Women's Tag Team Championships, the United States Championship, the 24/7 Championship, not held by a faction. And formerly, Retribution did hold the Women's Tag Team titles, but you almost would think that Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross might fit in with the Judgment Day. But Intercontinental Tag Team and Undisputed Championships currently held one by each faction member, Usos, Edge, and Kane. But we're going to see if the Heyman Empire can go from holding 2 titles down to 0 at the end results of this contest. Quick reminder as well, we got one more part coming your way, which is going to feature Asuka in action, and then you're going to get your main event, the Triple Threat Tag Team match. It's going to be Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns of the Heyman Empire versus T-Bar and Mace of Retribution versus The Undertaker and Bobby Roode of the Judgment Day. And then your Patreon exclusive matchup, the Gut Check qualifying matchup, is going to be between NXT Women's Champion Carmella and Raquel Rodriguez. That feud continues, and the winner will go on to main event, where they'll get an opportunity to be promoted to the main roster and relegate somebody down to NXT. We already had Braun Breaker qualify on our last episode of WWE Dark, and he will go on to take on, I think we said, Akira Tozawa at main event. We got to look at our low-ranked competitors again and get that actual name out there, who that might be. But that is coming up, and also we'll stream NXT episode number 2 with you guys, and then we'll drop that on Patreon. So NXT and WWE Dark. Of course, NXT is computer versus computer with the in-game commentary on, but it's just a little bonus we can give you guys here. So Edge in the ring, I believe that's main event. Jey Uso in the ring, cover by Edge. There, are we looking at new tag team champions? Not quite yet, not so fast, my friend, says the Usos. I don't think that's the time to be doing that right now. That was a big mistake there. And look at this, Edge, the Impaler DDT. Ladies and gentlemen, in record time, we could have new tag team champions. Edge, Rey Mysterio are the tag team champs. And Edge went from being a double champion to losing both championships to once again being a double champion. Edge, Rey Mysterio have won, and this was a dominant victory as well. Edge and Rey Mysterio, WWE Tag Team Champions, a title change here on Monday Night Raw. And once again, for the first time in 20 years? What was it, 03, the last time these guys held tag team gold together? The Judgment Day is on fire. And we'll see what happens in our main event. But we have brand new WWE Tag Team Champions, Edge and Rey Mysterio. The Judgment Day have done it. They dominate, and they have won the titles. My God, guys, that is going to do it for part number 2 of Monday Night Raw here. We got part 3 coming your way. You're going to want to see, can Undertaker, Bobby Roode continue the momentum of Judgment Day as well? You'll want to join us on Patreon to see the qualifying matchup, Carmella and Raquel Rodriguez, to see who will go to Gut Check for a chance to come to the main roster. That is going to do it, guys, here on Monday Night Raw. We're going to see you guys later for hour number 3. Come on back and join us.